Konnichiwa and good evening, everybody. Now, I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster. Welcome once again to another NJPW Simple Take. This might be the simplest one of them all, as I'm just here to give you my brief thoughts and takeaways from New Japan Road, as we are on the road to Sengoku Lord, literally, which will be the next event in 5 days from now on Saturday morning. With that being said, let's go ahead and briefly discuss what we saw today. So, New Japan Road. It took place from Corrigan Hall, and again, it looks like the fans, they're here to stay now. Once again, taking in all the security precautions and COVID prevention awareness measures, including not limited to everybody in mask, over nose and mouth, only clapping as the vocal responds to the wrestlers, whether you like them or hate them. Various scattered seating throughout the bleachers and the floor seating and the upper seating deck area behind the announcers. Announcers including Milano Collection AT and the other guy, I don't know his name, I'm sorry. And pretty darn good show, and it was literally just tag team showcases. Faction warfare, one-upsmanship, title building, wait and see what happens, Young Lion demonstration, and training. Our opening match featured the team of Tenkozi, which of course you all know is Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima, taking on Young Lions of the NJPW dojo, Yuya Yamera and Yota Tsuji. By the way, this is being recorded at 4:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Monday, July 20th, because I had a weird work schedule and just coming off work, as you can see. My voice is a little bit shot, and I'm tired. Pretty good back and forth match. Each one of the young lions got to take their shot against each one of the great veterans of this tag team. Yota Tsuji and Kojima, they started off squaring up against each other. Really a game of stalemate at times. Yuya Uemura and Tenzan, they squared up against each other. And again, remember, Tenzan's about, he wants to see these young lions reach unlimited potential, okay? He feels like he's reached his peak. These young lions are just getting started. Satoshi Kojima, he's just happy to be a professional wrestler, loves what he does. Both these guys heavily endorse the future. Mad respect. Really things picked up, though, when Yota Tsuji got caught in, of course, Satoshi Kojima's chop fest, and then tries his own way at trying to chop Kojima. Not to a great deal. Uemura gets a hot tag in. He goes off like wildfire, at one point pulling off a double dropkick against the Team Tenkozi. Things really got into favor of the Young Lions after a Boston Crab lockup on Kojima by Uya. Spear combination by Yota preventing the breakup by Hiroyoshi Tenzan. But in the end, the man of lariats, that Lariato by Satoshi Kojima, dropped Uya Uemura where he stood, and Tenkozi, of course, got the win in this opening bout. 1, 2, 3. I would not count out Uya Uemura and Yota Tsuji, though, maybe forming a tag team, maybe for the eventual World Tag League if we do get that at the end of the year. These two show most promise, especially together, but honestly, I now want to see these two face each other one-on-one, see how they really square up. So don't just sleep on Uya Uemura and Yota Tsuji. Of course, Uya Uemura, he still has a death wish. He wants to take on the king. Yota Tsuji wants to wrestle Hiromu Takahashi. And we'll see what Tenkozi does, further enhancing these young lions, but also continuing their momentum as a tag team. I feel they have much promise again if they participate in World Tag League, which I hope they do. Following this, we go into an 8-man tag bout as, let's see here, GBH, Great Bash Heels, and the team of Toga Makabe and Tamaki Homa. And their tag team partners was the coach, Mizusuke Taguchi, and young lion of, here you go, Cindy, LA Dojo, Gabriel Kidd. They took on the Chaos faction of Toriano, Sho, and yes, he is still one half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. You'll get well soon. Yoshihashi. I guess he had a better recovery than we thought. It was good to see him. And of course, my favorite, Tomohiro Ishii. This match was pretty interesting. At first, squared off, really showing us Yoshihashi, he still can go, and he is definitely in better shape. He and the coach, they squared off. It wasn't until the Funky Weapon, though, put in favor of coach and company. After that, Tamaki Homa, he comes into play, and Yoshihashi gets the better of him to tag in the Stone Pit Bull, and we get a chop fest, my freaking favorite. Because Tomohiro Ishii is like, okay, come at me, give me your best shot. And then, of course, he dropped Homa where he stood. Go figure. Things started to break down from this point. Eventually, we do get a Kokeshi because it makes you happy. And Tamaki Homa, he did hit the Kokeshi on Yoshihashi. Coach then calling the plays, as always. And literally, the team was going on a 4-on-1 assault until everything finally broke down, and literally Chaos took control pretty much from this point on. Especially after Makabe and Sho, they got into it in the corner. Sho gets better of Makabe, and we get a unique tag-in of Gabriel Kidd and Toriano. Good grief. As this match continued, Gabriel Kidd trying to get the best of Toru Yano, who's again the most vocal in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He goes up the turnbuckle. Sorry, I don't know the name. Maybe I'll bring up Chris Charlton's Twitter, see if he has a name for the turnbuckle pad. Anyway, as this match continues, though, and everything's just breaking down, Toru Yano really doesn't know what to do at this point. Then again, does he ever? We do get a tag in with Ishii. Well, not really a tag, but Gabriel Kidd, hey, he's got guts. He goes to challenge the Stone Big Bull, Tomohiro Ishii, and then gets knocked out for it. Brave kid. Anyway, as this match continued, in the end, after all, chaos ensued. Basically, Toru Yano with the dreaded low blow and a roll-up win. He gets the win for the Chaos faction, pinning Gabriel Kidd. Again, the main story here, Gabriel Kidd, he is once again continuing to grow. He wants to form a rivalry, I believe, with Yuji Nagata. And Chaos at this point, I don't know what their direction is. I feel like they're just trying to really prove something out there. If nothing else, you might as well call Tomohiro Ishii a secondary coach for the faction Chaos, okay? Leading by example, of course, with his Iron Will. And Yoshihashi, people hope that he gets gold this year. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just glad to know that, hey, he actually could wrestle, and he's doing better than apparently Sho is. And we'll have to wait and see when Yo comes back. Apologies, botch. Toru Yano, I mean, it's Toru Yano. What more do I need to say? And we'll see what's next, of course, for GBH. And, of course, the coach, who, again, is like Kojima. He just loves to freaking wrestle. So we'll have to see. It's like Chris Charlton says. I do have Chris Charlton's Twitter up, and I will be going off some of his narrative, too, because he's really the closest thing you have towards outside English commentary and analysis until the on-demand of Kevin Kelly and maybe Rock Romero give us an on-demand translation commentary of today's event, too. Let's see what he said here. So it looks like got much to do to turn around. I think maybe the coach forgot how many people are on his team. I mean, you really wonder how many times just Higuchi's actually confused, it seems. What's next for Sho? Him needing to find a new narrative for himself is something to keep an eye out with Yo out. Yeah, what is next for him? I mean, are they going to vacate the titles? Are the titles just going to be, you know, not really worried about defense at this point? Seems like it's a standstill, like the six-man never openweight tag team titles when you think about it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And Sho, he already went out to the never openweight. I don't know. I'm with the Intercontinental and the heavyweight together as one. Kind of makes choices limited, don't you think? We'll have to wait and see. Moving on from this match, we go into a 2-on-2 tag bout as Los Ingobernables de Japon's Sanada, Cold Skull, and current never openweight champion, doesn't have his belt though, Rampage Dragon in Shingo Takagi, trying to point to my shirt, one of my favorite shirts. They took on the duo from my faction, Suzuki-gun, Casaninare, in Dukai and El Desperado, who did come with the belt around his neck, really holding it hostage, it seems, just making the Rampage Dragon even more angry. Go figure. Anyway, very good, respectable dual tag team bout. Shingo, again, it looked like he's composed. He gets in the ring, though. Hot start, goes after El Desperado for basically attacking him. He feels disrespectfully and disrespecting the belt as well. Things really picked up, though, at Sanada Desperado. They were in the ring. They were squaring off. At one point, Sanada tries to go for a Paradise Lock. It doesn't happen. And then, of course, typical Suzuki-gun faction, things break down. And yes, even with these quarantine times and COVID-type audience environments, Suzuki-gun still goes into the audience, shares galore, people are warned, get out of the way, and they do, and chaos, of course, ensues in the crowd area. I love it. And at one point, literally, a chair was taken to Shingo's left leg by El Desperado, not only attacking him psychologically, but attacking him also physically. Anyway, as this match continues to break down, literally, things finally come together after Shingo gets the better of El Desperado with his three-move combo, the back elbow strike, the quick right jab, and then the follow-up layer countered by El Desperado, but then he still gets whacked with it. Love it. Combo. I wonder how many hit points that would be if this was a Street Fighter game, or should I be more accurate and say King of Pro Wrestling? I need to get that game for my PlayStation. Sorry, going off the rails. Anyway, the match really comes down to Sanada and Dukai, and I keep wondering what's next for Sanada, but in the end, Sanada, he does get a win for his team, trapping Dukai and Skull, and immediate tap-outs. And basically now we look at LIJ. They seem to have momentum against Suzuki-gun, but can you say Shingo Takagi has momentum against his opponent, come up with Sengoku Lord? I don't think so, you know. But what's funny is they were just, you know, jamming at each other. El Desperado and Shingo were afterwards. Seems like Shingo's going to, you know, get his title back. And he does have it for a moment, because it looks like Shingo's not going to do anything. But then he does. He attacks him from behind, drops him, and absconds away with the belt. El Desperado is still in possession of the never openweight title, still not the champion. You best believe Shigeru Takagi, he's going to be pissed and ready to beat down Desperado, not to fight him. And Desperado basically leaves as Chris Charlton translate. I'll look after this. I accept your challenge. You're in quotations. Well said. What's funny also is Shigeru Takagi, he did not have the six-man never overweight title with him. Are those things now retired at this point? It really makes you wonder what's going to happen with the six-man titles. I mean, are they just really going to be just, forgotten about until Wrestle Kingdom? And even then, are you just going to try and crown brand new champions and vacate them from LIJ and EVO? We'll have to wait and see. There's definitely more immediate things, though, on Shigeru Takagi's mind. Clearly, Desperado and Sonata. I don't know what's next for the dude. He doesn't have a tag team partner unless literally he and Shingo maybe go after the titles. But that's a thought for another day. Good tag bout, though, and I'm looking really forward to this number weight title match. El Desperado proved a lot to me against this match in Tomorrow Asian New Japan Cup. Do not sleep on him. Moving on from there, we go into another 2-on-2 tag team bout as Chaos's Ren Mecha, Kazuchika Okada, and his partner Hiroki Goto. They take on the duo of Tokyo Pimp with new Titantron. Things coming his way, I guess. Yujiro Takahashi and his partner still representing the Switchblade, or so it seems, Gato. And this match was mostly 8% Gato getting his ass kicked, because what else would you expect? Because Okada and Goto can't freaking stand the guy. But again, this is more the idea of Yujiro does stuff to Okada. Is Okada going to act? How will Okada react to this? Is Okada going to take action? Well, basically, not really. It was more of a mutual chaos match, as in the end, of course, Chaos won, pinning Gato as a GTR to Gato by Goto after Okada basically subdues Yujiro, who did get a couple of good licks in, by the way, and Bullet Club antics aside, exposed turnbuckle use to both men. It bit them in the back, though, as Gato, he got caught in that. Tried to go for brass knuckles, that was denied immediately. Pretty much simple squash, but what's interesting here was definitely the afterwards when Yujiro tries, well, he does go up in Okada's face. You think Okada's going to react. He doesn't. I think Yujiro is in Okada's mind, but someone told me Okada is just playing cool right now. You got to think about Okada's really had a rough year this year. And yeah, he still is the top guy, leader of Chaos. I would say one of the top guys in Japan Pro Wrestling, but still, I'm really curious about the way this match will be approached. And is this really a match 6 years in the making based on just grudge, jealousy, or just wanting to pull something out of Okada? I don't know. Pretty good match, though. And again, Goto, I mean, hey, he gets momentum for Chaos. Gato, he eats the fall. I'm not sure how Jay White feels about that. But things definitely seem to be going in favor of Yujiro, it seems, lately when it comes to momentum. I mean, heck, he got new graphics for his Titantron. That's got to show something. So I think New Japan Pro Wrestling is being aware of Yujiro's potential. Even with him being in Bullet Club. By the way, no Peter. Sorry, folks. Who knows when Peter will be back at this point. Anyway, moving on from this match, we go into probably my favorite match of the night. Because it is Suzuki-gun. The King is back. Kasa Ninare as Minoru Suzuki. He comes out. Not leading, by the way, which is interesting. As Taiji, the Holy Emperor, graces us with his voice and a performance. And following suit, of course, is his fellow IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion partner and Dangerous Takas, Zack Sabre Jr., the heel master Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and then the King Minoru Suzuki. They took on the faction of the ace in New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, not walking like normal, Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, former tag team champions and Golden Ace, Master Wato with Tenzin, interesting, and Blue Justice, Yuji Nagata. When you think about it, this match was a story of 3 matches. Can Golden Ace prove why they deserve a rematch for the tag titles? Who's going in with the most momentum going into Sengoku Lord? Will it be the heel master or the grandmaster? Whose way is better? And then, of course, you have this bitter grudge rivalry with these veterans that want to see these two face share one-on-one again. Got a good, strong teaser during this tag match in the King, Minoru Suzuki, and Blue Justice Yuji Nagata. Let me just say this right now. Both those men deserve to be in G1 Climax 30 this year, if it does happen. Anyway, as this match began, it started off with Nagata and Minoru welling into each other, trying to get the best of one another. Snap around sleeper hold by Suzuki, and then a snap around by Nagata. I think it was going for Nagata lock. Neither man could get the better of the other. As things try to get composed, we have the Ace and Zack Sabre Jr. They're jacking jaws and basically jacking each other in the ring, but Suzuki-gun gets all the momentum. Chaos ensued, breakdown, no pun intended. And literally, Ace, he's at the mercy of everybody in Suzuki-gun. Uh-oh. And literally, it wasn't until a dragon screw to Taiji. Ouch, man, that move's gotta suck. Where the Ace finally tags in his partner in Kota Ibushi. And Kota and Taiji once again have a match of kicks. Kickoff. And in the end, backdrop out of nowhere by Taiji puts it match back into Suzuki-gun's favor. Once again, dropping Kota on his neck and head. I don't know how Kota even has a neck at this point. Moving on from here, though, we get the real preview out of this match that I feel like more people were looking forward to than anything else. Because it is the first number one-on-one encounter coming out of Sengoku Lord as the heel master and the grandmaster. They went at each other. Very respectable, striking counter-counter bout. The heel master gets the better of the grandmaster, though, using the ref and heel antics. And he really proves a point, winning the match for his team, hitting Master Wato with deep impact, and for further measure, did not end the match there. He dropped him with an emphatic brainbuster. And so, Suzuki-gun with all the momentum right now, and the gold, and the heel master with momentum ahead of his match against Master Wato this Saturday. This is my favorite match from New Japan Pro, without a doubt. And the match wasn't really over here, as for like 10 minutes of scene afterwards, we still had Nagata and Suzuki tearing the hell into each other. Folks, the one-on-one match needs to happen again. I think both men want it. And I know that I want it. Anyway, let's see here. This is Wato's first direct pinfall loss, even though it was a tag team bout. And you think about the fact that they talk about how Evil and Tomohiro Ishii are destined to destroy each other, fight each other. Might as well say the same thing after freaking Nagata and Suzuki just keep wanting to fight each other. I love it. And again, can Master Wato overcome the heel master, a 20-plus year veteran of the game, one of the best junior heavyweights of all time, even though people, like, disregard that with Suzuki-gun antics. And again, Taiji Sakuba Jr., at this point, they're just jacking jaws with Golden Ace. I don't think Golden Ace are going to get a rematch anytime soon. And the only thing I really want to hear, the most silent out of everybody here, Kota Ibushi. What is rolling through his mind? What does he think? What is next for the Golden Ace? What is more importantly next for Kota Ibushi at this point? From the highs of highs to the lowest of low to a good midpoint to low again. I really don't know. I'm really curious overall what's next for Kota Ibushi. And I hope that we do get Minoru Suzuki versus Yuji Nagata again. As Blue Justice does stand tall in the end and salute the crowd. Mad respect to you, sir. 35 years of pro wrestling and continuing. Which leads us into our main event. Oh, by the way, apologies. Before I neglect to mention, of course, they had a clean and disinfectant break before the Okada, Goto, Yujiro, and Nagato match as standard precautionary. Main event time. 3-on-3 tag team bout. As LIJ's former double champ, Tetsuya Naito, Bushi, the real Bushi, and the ticking time bomb, Hiromu Takahashi, they come out and they face Bullet Club's new double champ in Evil, Dick Togo, who apparently is the spoiler. I thought for a moment he was another general. I'm not going to salute the man. And their partner, Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori. As we now look at Darkness Club, which I think is a much better tagline than the Evil Dick era. And this was an interesting six-man tag team bout, but you could tell from the very get-go, LIJ was distraught from the very beginning here, especially Tetsuya Naito, considering this is a guy that he considered his friend that he was with for 5 years, brought him first into LIJ, tag team with the guy, been there by that guy's side, only wish the best for him, and of course, Hiromu and Evil, their history goes even further back. The big moments away here at the very beginning, Hiromu, what in the fuck? He was wearing a Bullet Club shirt. I thought the world as I know it is ending. Just a joke. By the way, Master Jado with the candlestick, without candlestick, he was on commentary for this match. And afterwards, too. Basically, they got the best of Bullet Club in the very beginning. Things really turned to Bullet Club's favor, though, for most of the match following that. Dick Togo really showing that he hasn't lost a single step as he had Tetsuya Naito lock up in a headlock. And at one point, literally did a vertical stand while in the headlock. That was freaking impressive. Following this, the Hiromu, he does get a hot tag and a big Falcon Arrow pull off on the apron. And then Hiromu goes into an exposed corner. And once again, Bullet Club antics. Back in Bullet Club's favor. As the match progresses, LIJ, they finally garner some momentum. And it looks like they're going to get a win here. They were basically attacking nobody else, attacking more than anybody else in this match. They did not really want to mess with Evil, as Evil literally took subtle control of this match multiple times when Naito seemed like he was in control. Just simply kicking Naito and wanting Naito to react. And Naito, it looked like he didn't even want to hit Evil or acknowledge him. at some points. But eventually, he did knock Evil out with Insecurity. There was a hot tag to Hiromu Takahashi. He took over most of this match. But then Bushi, he comes into play, the real Bushi. I feel like I gotta keep saying that. And he's the one to fall to Bullet Club after a ref spot where the ref is basically incapacitated in a corner. And that weird steel chain choke done by Dick Togo incapacitates Bushi just for enough for Evil to pull off Everything is Evil and gets the win for Bullet Club in the end. Bullet Club stands tall. And following this, Hiromu, he tries to get in here, only to get, well, basically subdued by Bullet Club once again. And literally gets choked out. And then you think Evil's going to add an exclamation point by doing everything about Hiromu. Doesn't even do it to him. Yep, Evil is definitely in control here, and he definitely is in LIJ's head. They're going to have to move on if they're ever going to pull stuff back together. Looking at Chris Charlton's comments here. Let's see here. After Kanemoto and Devitt, Hiromu, the third junior to go for the IWGP Heavyweight Gold, and the first for Intercontinental, is the short notice to his benefit or his handicap. At this point, I would probably say his handicap, because right now everything is going Evil's way. Jado, as and Milano will get the new Evil shirt. He won't. Milano, again, totally destroyed. At least there's plexiglass in front of him, so it wasn't like he was going to jump in this match. Jado says, jokes on Hiromu. We got a merch sale. Good grief. And Evil ends with, I can see through absolutely everything you're going to do, Hiromu. In Nagoya, I'm sending you to hell. And then Ishimori rubs salt and blue and says, did you see the faces on all the LIJ fans? Pretty good, huh? Dick Togo with the final remark. You saw that, right? He did use the Evil on Hiromu, but he will in Nagoya. And he'll bury you in the darkness. And Evil, of course, says, I said to you in the ring, I'm right, I am. What's just? In Nagoya, you go to hell. Is this the end of Hiromu Takahashi? Again, but this time permanently. What will this mean for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship? I imagine Tashimori will want that belt. What is the state of the 6-man heavyweight titles? And can LIJ ever bounce back from this? From the strongest faction to, honestly, right now, they're looking the weakest. I can't believe I'm saying that. And as we close for the night, Jado closes, literally adding salt in the wound of an LIJ roll call in the name of Bullet Club, sending out a roll call to all of the Bullet Club faction. Yeah, that's original. It's my idea. The end. Well, this was a very interesting preview of the matches to come, especially in the later half of Sengoku Lord, as we do have our full match card. And right now, everything is in favor of Suzuki-gun and Bullet Club. Can Shingo Takagi overcome El Desperado? Can Hiromu Takahashi survive going through hell with Evil? Is Evil officially going to rid himself of Hiromu once for all? And what's next after that, as the Darkness Club era Bullet Club officially has begun? What's next for Sonata? Is Okada truly like a guy that cannot show anger, it seems? Though he did show anger against Jericho, so I guess that kind of defeats the purpose. What's next for Yujiro? Is this Yujiro's best year to date? Could this be Yujiro's breakout year? There's a lot of things to think about as we head towards Sengoku Lord, which will be Saturday morning on NJWworld.com. With that being said, pretty good show. I enjoyed it. Way better than the crap load of crap we got from well, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that. Why would I even mention that? Because that's two different worlds. Good stuff. I suggest you all watch it. With that being said, I'm done here until Sengoku Lord. Thank you so much for tuning in. You want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of ... wrestling. Professional wrestling, independent wrestling, just ... wrestling. Simple as that. So please, if you want to talk to me about anything wrestling, look me up on Twitter, NoDQ.com/Noah. Look me up on Instagram, AdamFoster1916. Follow the Silver YouTube channel here at YouTube.com/user/Noah Foster210. You'll find all things wrestling. Shout out my ATW family. Primarily, my channel will focus for the foreseeable future on AEW and NJPW. If you haven't figured out by now, support NoDQ. The reason I got into YouTube for having dead NoDQ family. Sure, NoDQ.com/merch. Support the Greg Cherry brand. He made this shirt. Similar like you know this. It's Sven Noah Foster. I love it. Thank you, champ. Sure. Support the Greg Cherry brand. Support the Jeff Meacham Network. Support Pro Wrestling Discussion. Support Team All Elite. Support WrestleJoy. Support wrestling, folks. It's as simple as that. As always, I like to close. Support your wrestling outlets, big and small. Let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, authentic, unscripted, unrestricted wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Hit the bell, know when next video goes live on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. Help me grow this channel. Help me reach out to more of the rest of the community. Shout out to all 161 of you now. I broke 160. Yay. That's been with me on this fun YouTuber creator's journey. It's not leaving up anytime soon. Content coming up this week includes AEW Spark and a live edition of Sipped and Chatting, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday night, as well as, of course, predictions for Sengoku Lord and a simple take after Sengoku Lord concludes. Maybe we'll get a preview of what's to come for the Summer Struggle Tour. But with that, I'm done here for now. It's 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, July 20th. So with that, take care. Enjoy life. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Treasure your families. Enjoy wrestling. There's more of it now than ever. My mom's bugging me because my brother's ordering pizza. Wow, that's a freaking first. Anyway, until the next video, I gotta go deal with family. I thought work was freaking annoying. The fact I couldn't watch my damn live NJPW show this morning. Now family's starting to bug me. Ugh. Anyway, it is what it is. Such is life. Until next time, I hope you all, again, just take care. Have a wonderful evening. Gokigenyo. Sayonara.